Hello and welcome to another great podcast, Stepping Out with Nigel. A new one released every week from the world of drag racing stars. Please subscribe to the Stepping Out with Nigel on YouTube. Also press the blue bell button to be kept updated with new releases every week. Many more exciting ones to come very soon.
Okay, so here we are in the palatial palace of Santa Pod Raceway in a lovely company of Huxleys with Lee and with Darren. And so, start with you, Lee. You reckon it's about 40 years now you've been coming
Coming up
here.
to 40 years this year, yeah.
So, how did you start and what was your first vehicle?
I guess it was in the blood right from an early age. I can remember going driving down to North Weald in my dad's Mustang, sat in the passenger side floor in the spare wheels, and I'm guessing I was about 12, 13, something like that. So really, it's been in the blood from that age. Obviously, my dad's been a mechanic all his life.
Yeah.
American cars, Japanese cars. So it comes through the ranks, I guess. And then as soon as I could drive, I was racing. So at 17,
Yeah.
even before that, I was bringing the car up, driving around the pits.
Yeah.
I had a 100E with a side valve, original side valve.
Wow.
And my dad said, if you get through the winter driving it on the road without crashing it, I'm going to put a 2 litre in it. So,
you did.
2 litre Pinto.
So what did you do? In the garage then?
Yeah, I spent some time in the garage.
Yeah.
Running 15s in the end, and that's really where it started.
Because that's roughly when I sort of first came up here with Nitro A then Nitro back in the day, so that's amazing, yeah. And then obviously the family all came into it, and so so after that, what did you?
So Mustang obviously went in the end, and Dad bought a Challenger for himself, with super gas. We shipped that in, run that for a little while, and I bought Top and Iron in 1988. Toyota. Oh, that's I forgot the big Toyota. Yeah, before that.
Similar to Mark.
Yeah, so Can Do 2 was Toyota Corolla, which is where Mark's based his build on.
It's a replica. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
must
that was
out about 20 years.
big part of my life, that, yeah. So from about 15, I guess, 16, career for Dad in the Toyota.
Yeah.
As you know, he won a lot of things.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So 1988, 20 years old, I brought Top Banana. But it's a long story where it came from, but I wasn't meant to buy it. And anyway, put it together, run it on the road for a while. And then forward winding, probably about 1995, the Toyota was sold, and the Dodge Challenger was then shipped in, relative gas, as I said. And he ran it for a while and didn't really sort of seem to bond with the car. But he said, I'd like you to drive it. And the decision was made to actually combine the two to Top Banana with a full tube chassis and his Dodge Challenger motor gearbox. And go and run that, try and run that, see how we get on, and run together. So the stuff that was taken off each car was sold on, the money put into the partner, so we were 50-50.
Yeah.
Top Banana has obviously got a lot of history.
Yes.
Sold that in 2008. Ran the Sierra for a year, 2009. Me and Dad again, the partnership, we were running together. He went and bought the Mustang against my will in the States, but God, he did now. So it turned out to be a good car. So 2010, the car was debuted here at the main event. So, yeah, so how long ago is that? 15 years ago.
15 years ago, yeah.
So 15 years ago, the car was debuted here. Again, forward lines, won everything, no prep racing, championships, you name it, that car's done it. It's just been fantastic.
You must have a massive cabinet somewhere.
Well, Dad unfortunately lost a lot of his trophies in the fire.
Oh, yeah, the ball on a big shelf.
But yeah, you could say I've got a few in my garage. He's got Santa Pod replaced a lot of his. So
And I've got, they just turned up with a boot full of trophies. Took But 10 what he would.
Yeah.
Well, that was brilliant.
But yeah, and then Tim Hines died a couple of years ago. He had a lot to do with the car, rebuilding the motors and whatnot. Long story short, me and Dad parted ways 3 years ago, and the Tim Hines engine was built, put in, a bit more power.
Yeah.
Dad then obviously went on to buy his and do his own thing. We've landed here.
Yeah. So, what was your running just now?
So Super Pro ET now. Last weekend we were running Dorslanders.
Yeah.
This weekend we're running Super Pro ET. For a styling class from 6 seconds to 8.99. We'd hold 8.57 or 8.59.
So last weekend was you the 760s as well? Or
No, that was next door.
door.
The friend.
Yeah.
So he's running a new car.
Yeah, new car. Yeah.
68 Chevy.
So that's good then. So how did it go then? Just now. Good just now.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I mean the car's working absolutely perfect. Can't fault it.
No.
In fact, I'm waiting for something to happen.
You don't want it to happen.
But no, it's as good as it's ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you finding that you're having to sort of tune it a little bit?
Brother turned up.
Another one?
How you doing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank God you could join us.
I've got Mark here as well now. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Tuning wise, it's just a case of maintenance. Because we run bracket racing, it's not all about going faster and faster and faster. It's keeping it together, running consistent.
Yeah. And then just doing what you need to do.
I think you've had a few years of struggling with it, haven't you?
Yeah, a couple of years.
Bang on the ball.
Because we put the big power in it, the gearbox didn't like it. We've had various issues with gearbox, torque converters, and stuff. But we're on the back end of it. So we're good.
Yeah, good. So anyway, now yourself.
Yeah, so obviously I've been brought up with it as well. I'm 7 years younger than Lee. So Lee used to take me out into with his car, you know, he was saying about his first Ford Cop with a 2 litre Pinto. I remember him taking me down a new road in Worcester and the clock going round and round again. So that was, you know, quite hairy. But yeah, I haven't been into actually racing myself much. I helped my dad out with the crewing and stuff years ago with the Candy 2 and a little bit with the Sapporo. But I never really raced. I did a sponsored me for a year. Yeah, sponsored me for a year, Mark for a year. But never really, didn't really float my boat, didn't want to do it. I wasn't quite there. So Mark used to do drifting, so I followed him around doing that. And I really liked the look of that. I thought, I fancy having a go. So I did that, went down that route. Hence why I've got ultimately a drift car.
Was that pro drifting, was it?
Yeah. British Drift Championship, yeah. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
So I sort of went down that route and had a car, got it to a stage where I could be, I could compete in it. I've not much success drifting myself, to be honest, not as much as Mark. And then I lost that car in the fire, built a replica car, but built it better with a drag racing in mind. So it's got a Mustang back axle in, and it's got, you know, the roll cage is built for drag racing a little bit. I didn't think I'd ever run as fast as I do. I didn't think I'd be in Pro ET. So
Did you doing them yourselves then, or who built it?
So me and Mark built it.
Yeah.
Mark done the cage and most of the fabrication, and I did what I could basically under Mark's supervision. So yeah, I mean it's great. I love,
It's
I
not
love
just
it.
a case of building a cage. You've got a.
Well, when Darren was approaching me with the car, we were like, "Are you going to race seriously?" And he's like, "I'm not sure." And I said, "Well, we need to put at least think about having a 10.0 cage certified in there, even though we were having the rest of the cage for the drifting." So I did the whole back end of the car in drag racing material, and then the rest of the drifting material is thinner wall, so it's not a stick. And then we basically, it worked out quite well because Darren did get a bit further into the race.
Yeah.
Still drifted it at the end of the year this year.
Oh yeah.
So I just changed the wheels and that.
So you both doing pro drifting then, yeah?
Yeah, we don't do any competitions anymore, but we do it for a bit of fun. Enjoy it that way.
That's good.
So I'm going to do Drift League, which is a competition at the end of the year. So I don't, so obviously the drag racing season's over.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy, the drag racing because it's the family vibe. We all come. It's, we all get together. Your family come, my family come. Dad's here. He'll be here tomorrow. It's just a really good atmosphere.
Yeah.
So you can't beat the atmosphere.
Yeah. So I'm sort of hooked.
It's like it's like you bring a circus along, isn't it?
Yeah, we are clowns.
We are a circus. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying clowns because I didn't say that. You're bigger than me, guys. But
We've got a big like them.
there's no red noses in this camp. But no, but it is. It's like the Huxleys turn up, and it's just amazing thing that you, as a family, you do this. You're in different classes, like Pro ET here. So yeah, so what are you running in that now?
So I've done a PB last week at 11.12.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it's the back end set up for, I just go off the line on the limiter, so it can take the hit. With the normal back end of that car, it just wouldn't take. It would just break. So 11.12. I'd like a 10 at some point. I've got a plan for next year. I'll keep that to myself for now, but I think we'll be mid 10s next year.
Cool.
Which will put me in a better spot for Pro ET, I think. So I'm not one of the
But
slowest.
it's still ridiculously fast considering it's only 390 horsepower. Really, it doesn't on paper. It doesn't really match out, but it's working, and he's been consistent with what he's got.
Yeah.
He is the hardest working person in Pro ET with how many times he's got shipped.
It was a full H pattern.
Normal H pack gear.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do and get right.
Yeah. You don't listen to noise.
Yeah.
Take that on board, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's a turbo car as well, so obviously that throws another spanner in the works a little bit. So, but I mean, what it is, it's a standard body to SR20 engine with a big turbo, big injection. That's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing, there's no bells and whistles really.
But it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it just,
Keeps you happy, doesn't it?
I just check the engines there in the morning and away we go.
So Mark, tell us a little bit about you then, and what you've been up to, and
Well, yeah. What my history or?
well, you do your history, but also a little bit of what you're doing now as well. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I kind of was brought in through drag racing at a very young age and didn't really have a choice whether I liked it or not. I was going. At the age of 15, I actually started racing in competition, even though we weren't really allowed. I was taller enough to know bolder. And then, I started racing in Martin Escort Mexico in 2003. I didn't get very successful because the car was on and off, very inconsistent. And I did it for a few years and then went into a Sleeper GT4, which actually was can-do free. Again, the car kind of failed me rather than everything else. Then I come away from it for a while, and then I picked up drifting sort of the end of 2008 a little bit, and a mate of mine dragged me into that, and that went down a big rabbit hole and was really successful. Was like the most underpowered car in the championship on the smallest tyres. Could keep up with all the big boys. So it was good. I had a bit of support behind me, which really helped me keep going. And then
Used to race the same engine.
same engine that he's got, but in an old size mini Mustang Celica.
wow,
So a really rare car.
yeah.
Everybody used to have a go at me about using a rare car, but I used to straighten it. All the purists hate me, but that's the way I am.
Yeah.
Did well for that. Basically, come runner up. I was the highest ranked UK driver in 2016, with Avon tyres on the back of me, and like obviously Ford Motorsport and all them guys, and we kind of kept that vibe alive. I come away from it just because it was a very stressful sport in competition, and you have to do so much media, and it was taking too much time in my day, and I enjoyed it, but it only when I was in the seat. It was very stressful out of the seat.
Yeah.
So I just had to rein it back because of money.
So I guess you was getting chased here, there, and everywhere to do the next interview.
And it was hard work, and you hear different things on the internet about yourself, and it was a bit too much where I didn't like the fame of it a little bit as So I come away from it in sort of mid 2017, and then I still do practice days and odd cars and stuff, but I've come away from it really. And then this Toyota came about. I was always thinking about getting back into drag racing, and this car was actually booked in with me to build a chassis with a friend of mine, Mark Todd, and he bought another car which shelved this idea. This was going to be a rotary race car because he'd seen him in Florida and stuff, and he shelved the idea because he bought an Aston Martin, and then I didn't know what it was. I just told him, hey, what do you want? What do you want to sell it for? And then go from there. So we went for so I sold it, and then wheels came up cheap, front struts came up cheap, and then next thing I know, I'm down a rabbit hole and building a full-blown race car. And everything kind of fell into place. The only thing that stalled the whole project was Dad's garage fire, which my engine was in. But apart from that, we come out the other end, and Dad's been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it. I've been quite successful in it. I haven't won nothing yet. I've been running quite a few times now. We're still learning, getting back into the groove. Yeah, door slam was runner-up last year. I earned some money, which was nice. And
Absolutely.
I got it. I enjoy the car as it is, and would like to go faster in the future, but not in any rush because I want Dad to enjoy it as well.
Exactly.
So I don't want to take the car away from him, where going too fast, making it too complicated. He's not getting any younger. So that's kind of where I am, and got good supporters back on board now, and a good team around me, and obviously got all us lot. So you'll always help each other out as much as we can.
Exactly. Now, obviously, the car here looking for a crank, and obviously, you want people to come down and spend some money on your shirts and stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Just to recoup a bit. I mean, I'm not. I don't earn massive money doing my job, what I do.
No.
So it's very hard to keep the race car up and tune and stuff like that. And I'm currently in the middle of building a practice fit. So it's never good timing to break a crank, but it couldn't have been any worse timing for me.
No.
But we're going to come out the other side shining, so we're just going to keep pushing.
As you do.
And it's race. At the end of the day, it's a race engine. It happens. It's just the way it is.
So, obviously, the cranks for that we were chatting earlier. Hopefully, you can find one because it's quite a unique one. It's
quite a unique crank, but we think we can find one. If not, we'll have to buy the rods with it. But we'll see how it all works out. If I had a small block Chevy, it would probably be racing this weekend, but because it's quite a huge engine, it makes everything harder to find parts. But that's fine, just the way it is. But we love what we're racing, so we've just got to keep with that confidence.
Don't put a Chevy in it, disown it.
Yeah, we'll be.
You'd have to have the injection.
Yeah. I'll get itchy. So
you got to sit around now, have you really?
What's that?
So you just got to sit around now and help out?
Yeah, I'm helping out with one of our mates who's a new racer.
Yeah.
It's a good opportunity in a way because he come in as I broke.
Yeah.
He didn't have any crew and he needs crew, so it's kind of good for him because we can teach him our way and relax him. We're not like a panicky crew, so the more relaxed we are, the better he is in the car, and the better he'll do. So.
Yeah, that's cool. So, future for you guys, moving on, where are you going to be taking it?
I don't think I'll be changing anything too soon. Hopefully nothing.
Might need to. Yeah.
I mean, it's as much as I want to do. I'm not a speed freak. I'm not winning again, so I just keep doing what I do and enjoy it.
Yeah.
The family are coming a lot more now, and like I said, the vibe around the pits is good. So.
And yourself? Keeping this as it is?
I've got some upgrades planned. I've started.
Yeah, you did say, but you know.
Parts. So top secret for now, but that will make it run a lot more consistent and hopefully a little bit quicker, half a second quicker maybe. So that's something I'm trying to build my money up to buy the bits. But that's the plan for the winter.
Yeah, cool. It's amazing. Now, what I want you to do so that people can see who you are, keep your names out so that when you're driving the cars, they see your face. Yeah. I think that helps because when people know the car, they don't know who's behind the wheel. Yeah. Who we got here?
So, Lee Huxley, coming up 57 years old. I race a 68 Mustang, Dark Horse.
There we are.
Darren Huxley, I race 180 SX Nissan with a SR20, coming up 50. Yeah.
I'm Mark Huxley, I race Santa Pod 1972 Can Do 2. Tribute to Dad's original car. I am coming up to 40 and here to just keep going.
You guys make me feel old.
You
make
are.
me feel old. I am old. Yeah. Uphill paper round it was.
Oh, really? Yeah, is that what you call
And being a radio presenter here, that didn't help. Anyway, But no, I mean, it's an exciting time. What I try and do is, sort of towards the end of the season, I try and touch base with you, see how you're getting on.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're back out and doing what you're doing. And so, guys, thank you very much. Thank you to your family. And catch up with Dad at some point, just say hi, really.
Thanks to all our sponsors, anybody that
Yeah.
BP Fuels is a big one, I guess, for all of us.
Yeah,
But
BP
I got a list, get a photo of the banner,
Yeah,
Mark's Forge Motorsport.
it'd be another half an hour.
You are Forge Motorsport, are you?
So Forge Motorsport are massive sponsors of mine, and then we've got a few on board like Motocross and ASD engines and stuff like that. So ASD is obviously looking after me at the moment, getting the engines sorted again.
And without them, we would be a lot slower in getting the cars fixed.
Yeah.
So my sponsors are Power Met and S&D Metals, Impact Group and Frankster Graphics. So again, without them, I wouldn't be plumbing. Yeah. So without them, it wouldn't be. The car wouldn't look like it does, and probably wouldn't go as quick as it does.
No.
Well, I've got a list of mine. You got enough tape?
Tape?
Yeah.
Tape. Oh, you are
right. Stick a pin in it and wind it back.
Before he goes, can I get a pillar?
We're gonna have A side and B
I'll
side.
make it quick.
Yeah.
So ABC Tiling, ASD Engines, Barbertown, Worcestershire, Blackpool Powder Coating, Davis Plumbing and Heating, Brain Cure and Sons, Lovington Logs, M Pinches and Sons Transport, Maple Rock Design and Web Development, that's our mate Richard who crews for me, Mark Twig Plumbing, NTD Detailing, Pristine Panel Works, Great Car, Rapid Screed Limited, SP Plumbing and Heating, Smith's Group Driveways, TG Electrical Maintenance, the Camper Van Factory, the Open Ditch at Sinter Green, which is a pub, Travis Perkins, BP Fuels, that's a big one, Willis Westcott Roofing Supplies, Zanatech, our mate Zane down south, and Central Engineering Hydraulic Services Limited.
And
And
of course,
anyone-
Huxley Motorsport.
Huxley Motorsport, and of course anyone that knows you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Seems that way,
Thank
yeah.
you to
Anybody that buys merchandise.
Yeah, so come down and buy some merchandise from the Huxley pits because they need the pennies as well, and it's great gear as well. Yeah, it's really nice gear. Yeah, so guys, thank you very much, and we'll touch base with you later on in the season, but obviously we'll see you over the weekend as well.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys. Thanks. Good.